Hello and welcome to another episode of our series Dasher Stories, presented in partnership with DoorDash. On the show, we're featuring different students from around the country who are delivering food to you with DoorDash. And on today's episode, we're chatting to Amber. Amber, how's it going?
I'm good, thank you. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Amber, tell us a bit about yourself. Like, where are you based and what are you studying right now?
So, I live in Melbourne's outer eastern suburbs and I'm in my second year of uni. I'm studying a Bachelor of Arts at Deakin. Eventually, the goal is to become a secondary teacher, but because of my major and minors, I can't do a normal degree because, dance, math, you can't do together normally. So,
That's
you
such
have
a
to go the long way. It's 5 years, so
I was going
yay.
to say that's such a diverse range of like studies you've got there. I love
Yeah,
it. And
yeah, yeah.
and Amber, how long have you been dashing for?
I've been doing for about a year.
And how are you finding it? Like, how did you decide that you were going to start dashing?
So I decided to start dashing for a number of reasons, but I guess the main reason was for flexibility. So because I am autistic, I find it really challenging to thrive in a normal work environment. I tried a mainstream job and yeah, it just didn't work out for me. So I decided it was best to step away for my mental health and try something that was more flexible. And I guess on top of that, I am an elite dancer. So my hip hop team are hoping to go to the World Championships next year.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, we have a very intense training schedule, so that also meant in a regular job, I just wouldn't have the availability to work as I should, I guess. So I've just decided to start dashing because of those reasons.
That's awesome. So you've got like a really good side hustle that works for you going on, which is really, really
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So when you are dashing, Amber, like what's your vehicle of choice? How do you dash?
So mine is a car, and that's purely because of where I live. Because I live in the outer east, the restaurants are typically quite far away from the drop-off locations. So if I were to ride a bike or a motorcycle, it would probably take me a very long time to get to the houses. So yeah, definitely car.
And what was it like getting started with DoorDash? Like, what was that process like and how did you find it?
So I actually have the full process written down. DoorDash breaks the process into 5 easy steps. So the first one is to obtain an ABN, which stands for Australian Business Number. And this is because you're technically employed as an independent contractor rather than an actual employee. So this just means that you can pick when you want to work, and DoorDash doesn't tell you when to work. So it allows the flexibility pretty much. Then you will create a username and password for your account. And while you do that, you've just got to put in your personal details and your vehicle of choice. Then you've got to complete a background check. It's literally just a separate company that does it for you. You put in some documents and then you're pretty much done. That for me took maybe 2 business days, really quick. After that, you just go to put in your bank account details, and then you're pretty much good to go. And also, DoorDash does give you a welcome gift. I won't spoil what that is. I guess you have to find out for yourself.
Suspense.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic. Because I was going to say, you mentioned before with your dashing, and obviously as a student, and then you've got your other commitments as well with dance. You do have that flexibility. So, like, how do you like to dash? Do you have set days that you like to do it, or certain times you prefer to do it as well?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely the planner type of person. So I have this big calendar on my computer and I
Nice.
pretty much put in uni days, work days, dance days, and then I have my own tutoring business as well. So I've got to put in those days I'm tutoring these students, and then I've just got to put door dashing around those other commitments. I usually prefer to work during the day or less busy hours because the bustling environments get me really overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, yeah, quiet days, although I don't get as much cash as someone who'd work the busy times would. I just feel a lot calmer and it's better for my mental health.
Well, it sounds like you can really comfortably do things at your own pace then, which is
Yeah.
really, really good. Have you discovered any like good food because you've picked up an order from like somewhere you hadn't been before? Like, have you discovered any new places to eat?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I want to give a huge shout out to Tamarind Thai in Upwey. Amazing, amazing food. So one time I was on a dash and I picked up an order from this restaurant and I put it in my bag and I just couldn't stop thinking about the smell. It was so nice. And the whole entire dash, I went for about 4 hours. I'm just driving around going, oh, that smell was so good. So after the dash, I'm like, yep, I have to go back there. I have to order something. Ordered it. It was like the best Thai in my area.
Oh my God.
Portion sizes were huge. I did not go hungry that night. And yeah, ever since then, that's like my go-to restaurant. When I do friend catch-ups, always go there. It's
Nice.
incredible. Yeah.
So probably top tip, don't dash on an empty stomach then.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. One last question for you as well, Amber. What advice would you give to others who might want to start dashing like you have?
So my first tip would be to choose your zones wisely. So what I've learned is that some zones are bigger than others. And if you want to save petrol, your best bet is to go with the smaller zones because typically the restaurants are closer to the drop-off locations. But if that's not possible, I would just go for the zone with the bonus. And obviously, you can change your mind at any time during your dash. They give you like an option to change zones. So if you, I guess, get stuck in a zone, you don't need to worry. You can change. My next tip is to take the mini courses they give you. So they're like mini professional development modules, which take like 5 to 10 minutes to complete. But by doing these modules, it opens you up to so many more delivery opportunities. And my final tip is to not get too worked up about the rating system. I'm a very perfectionist, anxiety kind of person. So when I first saw the rating system, it was like my mission to get 100% across all the rating areas, 5-star reviews. And when I didn't get that, burst into tears, crying, didn't come back for a couple days. So I guess the best thing you can do is to obviously try to aim for the high reviews so you get top dasher, but don't try to get perfect scores because just the nature of people, it won't happen.
Yeah, no, you're correct as well. It reminds me of like when you try go for that perfect score on your exam or your test, like you
Yes,
can
yeah.
only do your best, right? So don't let it define you. That's a really good tip. I love that. Well, Amber, thank you so much for joining, and thank you to anyone who has tuned into this episode. Make sure you stay up to date with more episodes. You'll catch some snippets of this episode and other episodes of our Dash a Story series at Student Edge on TikTok. Search us up, Student Edge, on YouTube as well for other full episodes and for more resources relating to starting your Dasher journey. Amber, thank you so much for joining.
No worries. Thank you, everyone.